The Dallas Mavericks are headed to the NBA Finals. That's right, man. The Dallas Mavericks, they finally defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves. 5 games, right? Lost game 4, and then, absolutely, destroy them in game 5. Talk about that. So long story short, man, the first quarter, not even the first quarter, man, literally, just from the entire game, man, from the start to end. This got absolutely, bro, the Timberwolves got absolutely destroyed, man. Like, the first quarter, man, if you're watching, you know what happened in that, man. For the Timberwolves fans, man, the unfortunate, series of events happened in that first quarter, especially. Luka, man, he started red hot, man. He was like 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, which was 10 points. And then, and then after that, I think he missed like a shot, and then he still, was making other shots and stuff. But yeah, at the end of the first quarter, man, he had 20 points, man. He literally couldn't miss. He was making, I think he made like 2 deep threes, in the first quarter. And yeah, man, it was ridiculous. It's like there's a few times in the season where you see that happen, right? Where a player just goes off, and then in the playoffs, man, it's even more rare, man. Seeing players go off in the first quarter like that, especially, man, you don't see that. It's pretty rare, to be honest. You have to be obviously a special player to do that and stuff like that. Man, Luka's him, man. Luka's proving why, man. He should have won the MVP, man. You know what I mean? He's proven his case, man. Next year, besides the point, man, next year he might win it. Who knows? But yeah, man, Lively then checks back into the game, man. But he comes off the bench for Gafford, right? Because the neck sprain and stuff. So there's trying to keep it safe and stuff. Being cautious, which is good. And then yeah, man, just like in the first quarter, I wrote some notes, and then some in the second, and like midway through the second, I'm like, bro, what am I doing, man? What is the point? Like the game was over from the first quarter, bro. And then it just got even worse from then on. But yeah, man. Then Derrick Jones Jr., man, he got a block on Rudy Gobert. After Rudy Gobert, set that hard screen on him. So if you didn't know, man, near the beginning of the game, Derrick Jones Jr., man, he was playing defense, and then he got hit by a hard screen by Rudy Gobert, right? And then yeah, man, he got hit somewhere on the I don't know, somewhere between the stomach and the a bit lower than that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, man, I guess he took it personal or something, and then he blocked, and then Derrick Jones Jr. like a bit later, he blocked Rudy Gobert, man. While Rudy Gobert's trying to go for a shot, and then he's gone his face, man. He's like, yeah, man, what you gonna do about that, man? Yeah, that's what you get, man. Try to, I guess he was saying, yeah, you hit me intentionally or whatever, before that on the hard screen, right? And yeah, man, he was trying to, show him, man, don't do that for me again, man. Don't stop playing. And then him and Gobert both got, a technical each for that, right? So we got double teed up. And then, yeah, man, in that first quarter especially, Rudy Gobert was getting a ton of touches, man. He has 7 shots at the end of the first quarter. It was some ridiculous stuff. I don't know what the game plan was for the Timberwolves. Yeah, it was working at times, but then the Mavericks kind of caught on, and then Gobert started getting blocked and just missing shots and taking goofy ass shots. But yeah, at the beginning, Gobert was getting fouled, man. He was getting hacked and stuff, and he was getting and-ones and stuff, and just he kind of looked dominant, man. But then after that, they quickly figured it out, and he was neutralized effectively. And then yeah, man, like I said, Rudy was, he was kind of, low-key cooking at the beginning there. But then, yeah, Luka continues to cook, man. This is when he hit the first deep three, I'm pretty sure, a little bit after. And then, yeah, man, Rudy, cooled off and stuff. And Luka, again, man, he hits an even deeper three this time. And it's like, bro, they were leaving Luka, pretty open for Luka's stance. For someone that's Luka's caliber, man, that can just, pretty much, make a shot from anywhere. Yeah, man, they were leaving pretty, open, I'm not gonna lie. Credit to the Mavs, man, for, I guess, getting Luka, open like that, Luka himself and stuff like that, because, the plays and stuff are working. But he was running ISOs, I'm pretty sure, so, yeah, but, Lucas is a demon like that, man, he's just a one-on-one god, man, he can cook, anyone, it doesn't matter. And the interesting thing is that McDaniels was picking up a whole bunch of fouls, man. I forget who the fouls, how he's picking them up exactly, but, man, I bet some of them must have been from Luka, right? Yeah, it must have been. And he had, 5 by, the start of the third quarter, man. And yeah, Luka, there's one point in the first quarter where, Luka got back-to-back steals, man. I think the second was on slow-mo. Just picked his pocket pretty much from behind. Then he was diving for the ball and stuff. Man, Luka's defense series been, underrated, man. There's possessions and, moments in the series where Luka is going crazy on defense. When he's trying, bro, when he actually puts effort in, it's actually crazy how good his defense can be. Kyrie too, man. Kyrie's defense has been really good throughout the series as well, I'd say, for Kyrie standards. And yeah, man, Lucas, man, I admire his defense, man, the effort he's putting in. And, man, let's talk about Daniel Gafford, man. He got traded from the Wizards, man. The Wizards are doing, pretty bad. And then, yeah, man, he got traded to the Mavericks, and then, he's been making an impact this, whole series, man, even the playoffs. But this series in particular, his defense has been great, man. He gets a whole bunch of blocks, obviously, but, timely blocks and stuff like that. and he's really good, catching the oops and doing the putbacks, man. That's the dirty stuff, the dirty work, stuff like that. Props to him, man. I've been loving watching him play the series, man. Especially when Gafford was out, man. He stepped up. So salute to him. In the second quarter, man, the Wolves just couldn't. Bro, Timberwolves couldn't make a damn shot, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves could not make a shot, man. They were like 33% from the field at this point. And the Mavericks on the other end were just making everything pretty much. And the Mavs at this point kept on making shots. They were up big while Timberwolves could make a shot. And Luka and Kyrie, man, this was in the first quarter. Kyrie was like not off to a hot start, man. I think it was like 4 points or something on like, what was it, like 2 for something shooting or 1 for 4, I don't remember, something like that, but he wasn't doing too hot. In the second quarter, he picked it up. Luka still continued to get more points in the second quarter, obviously, and the rest of the game. Yeah, Kyrie really started picking it up in the second quarter, and then I think he ended with a good amount of points we'll talk about later. Yeah, man, the Timberwolves, man, just emptyless possessions, doing absolutely nothing, man. Couldn't make a shot for their lives. Yeah, man, that was kind of the story of this game, to be honest. But yeah, the final score is 124-103 for Dallas, obviously. And now they advance. The Dallas Mavericks advance. They're headed to the NBA Finals to face the Boston Celtics, man. Yeah, Derrick Jones Jr., he had 5 points, man. He hit a 3, right, which is nice to see for him, but 2 for 6 from the field. PJ Washington, man, who was, in the Hornets trade, right, to Dallas. He had 12 points. What else? 2 personals, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. But this game, man, he hit 2 threes, man. He was 2 for 5, but still, and he's 4 for 9 from the field. Gafford was 3 for 3 from the field, and then he had 11 points, 5 fouls, 9 rebounds. So yeah, and then Kyrie, man, Kyrie and Luka in the end, yeah, they turned out to have the same amount of points, 36 each. Luka had 4 turnovers though, but that's fine. Still in the game, obviously. And then Luka had 2 steals, and then they both had 5 assists each. Kyrie had 4 rebounds. Luka had 10. And what else was it? Yeah, Kyrie was perfect from the free throw line this game, so that's good to see, right? Because we saw the struggles in the past games. Luka was 2 for 3, and then Kyrie was 4 for 10 from the 3-point line, so 40%. Luka was 6 for 10. We saw in the first quarter he did most of the damage there, obviously. And then yeah, Kyrie was 14 for 27, which is 52% from the field. Luka was 14 for 22, which is 63%. Obviously, mostly from the first quarter when he dominated. That's why. And yeah, man, awesome games from them. And then Lively, just great to see him back, man. And his impact in the minutes he played was felt, man. How many minutes did he play exactly? 25 minutes, man. And you felt that impact, man. As soon as he checked in, he started locking up Gobert, man. He did. Gobert, man, yeah, he kind of got neutralized because of Lively, to be honest. But yeah, man. So Lively at 9 points, 3 blocks. 3 assists, 8 rebounds, man. And 3 for 6 from the free throw line. He's cleaned that up, obviously, but what else was he? 3 for 3 from the field, man. So 100%, continuing that efficiency, right? That stat you've seen where he's like with Ginobili in the plus minus, I'm pretty sure. That this is why, man, he's him. And then what else? Green had like some solid moments in this game. Hardy had, he scored a bit and, continues to, play pretty good, to be honest. And then Kleba played a bit, but that's fine. And yeah, let's talk about the Timberwolves now. McDaniels, like I said, bro, he had 5 fouls by like the beginning of the third quarter, man. That's all I'll really say about him. Just quickly summarize these. Towns, Catman, Karl-Anthony Towns had 28 points, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 1 steal, 12 rebounds, and yeah, man, he was 1 for 6 from 3, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, and 9 for 20 from the field. So yeah, obviously 3-ball wasn't hitting, another game, right, in the series. That was kind of like a common theme, but at least he was hitting some shots from the field, man, which is better than, we've seen other games, because the other games, they got, yeah, man, they got pretty ugly, to be honest. They got pretty ugly. And then, what else? Gobert had 9 points, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. And yeah, he just did most of his work in the first quarter, and after that, he was non-existent, to be honest. And man, 28 points. I think it was in the fourth quarter or the third quarter. I forget, man. It was kind of like a blur, to be honest. But there's one quarter where he was making like a whole bunch of threes back to back to back, man. And he got a decent amount of points from that. I think he went from like 12 or something to like 20 something in there, just in that little, time frame. And yeah, so I guess he did a lot of his damage there. And he had 6 assists as well, 9 rebounds. But man, it doesn't matter. They still lost, man. They still lost, unfortunately. But yeah, 10 for 18 from the field. Mike Conley, not his best game. He's had way more better games than this. Slow mo didn't like him that much this game either. But yeah, he couldn't make a shot. The Mavericks started daring him to shoot, man. If you remember later on in the game, bro, there's daring this man to shoot just because they're like, nah, he's gonna miss. And Naz Reid, off game for him. That was kind of surprise. Yeah, that was surprising because Naz Reid's been really good in the series as well. Yeah, man, no one in the Timberwolves could do anything really, man. And if they could, it was too late, man. By the time anyone could start doing anything, bro, it's already like a 30-point game, and at that point, bro, you need to make every single shot or else it's over, and play good defense, stop the other team as well. So that was over. But yeah, now the Dallas Mavericks are gonna be facing the Dallas Mavericks will be facing the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. If you watch my previous video, you see me or you heard me say that I have it in 7 games, man, with the Celtics. Unfortunately, I know I don't want the Celtics to win. I know many of you guys don't want the Celtics to win unless you're obviously a Celtics fan. I know they have a big fan base, so probably tons of people. But yeah, man, I want the Mavericks to win just because they're probably the underdogs right going to this because the Celtics, there's too stacked, man. As simple as that, man. Like that. To summarize what I said, like in one of my previous videos, I said the Mavericks would lose just because they have the Celtics have too many options, whereas the Mavericks don't have as many, and they heavily rely on their superstars, to score and go off to win games like that. Whereas the Celtics just have stacked, bro. They just have stacked. Yeah, they just have a really good team, man. And now with Porzingis coming back, that's another option they can, another deadly option they can, utilize in case Tatum and Brown have, subpar games or something like that, right? So yeah, the Mavericks cannot have that, luxury, man. They don't have the luxury. So if both Luka and Kyrie have a bad game, it's over. They're not winning that game, man. Simply put, they're not winning that game. There's no way. And then the defense be, really good because the Celtics, man, there's so many options, man. Like I said, if Tatum and Brown have bad games, there's still Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Al Horford, Porzingis now because he's back, bro. Not all of them have bad games, man. It will be super rare to see all those players, all the key players have bad games, and these other key players are behind Tatum and Brown, bro. Will be higher up on the hierarchy on like a different type of team, man. Because this type of team the Celtics have, man, don't get twisted. This type of team the Celtics have is unheard of, to be honest, man. This is rare. This is not a normal thing, man. This is not some normal type of everyday team you see, bro. Like, no. This team is a super team. Don't get twisted, bro. This team is stacked, okay? And these players are like perfect roles for themselves, man. So that's why it's all working. But yeah, that's why I hope Luka and Kyrie can go off and defeat the Mavs. But it's an uphill climb, man. It's an uphill task. It's not gonna be easy. But yeah, anyways, enough yapping. Let me know what you think down below.